Hi, my name is Julie and I make and sell cards, and today I'm going to make 2 cards. And so these are the measurements. I have a matte layer which I'm going to put on top of my card base, and then each card has 2 squares and 2 rectangles. So I cut enough for 2 cards. And I just thought I would, here, I'll hold that up. And I will put these measurements in the description box too. So it's gonna look a bit like this. I made one of these earlier with the same measurements. So here, I'm going to set these aside and I'll get started with this one. So here is my matte layer, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And my 2 squares are the same and my 2 rectangles are the same. You could mix them up if you wanted them to be all different. Like in this card that I used, I have actually 4 different pieces of paper, so 4 different patterns. Now I did 1 3/4 inch as my base measurement here for the pattern paper, but you could make your pattern paper a little bigger if you wanted less space in between. See how this is a pool party color. It's like teal, pretty teal color. Sorry, I'm just thinking. So you could make it a little bit bigger if you wanted less space, or you could make it, you could even put a matte layer. I think I have one. I thought I brought one over. Yeah, a while ago I made this. It has a matte layer. Oops, upside down. So green is the background, and then there's this orange matte layer too behind it. So you could even do that. There's lots of different options. So this is a fun layout. It's pretty easy cut. It's just kind of, sometimes the trickiest part is just lining it up, and depends how much it bothers you having perfectly even even spacing. I just try to get my spacing mostly the same. So there we go. Like this one's a little bit closer, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. All right, so there's one matte layer, and then I'm gonna do the other one. And I was thinking I would just make it a little bit different by putting the squares. So I put the square in the top left. I'll put the rectangle in the top right. I mean, the top left. So here we go. And I like to have them all laid out while I'm placing them. It just helps me visually too as I'm putting them down. So I can kind of be thinking about the spacing here. So I cut them all to begin with, and then I'm just placing them down. Let's see, here we go, and one more. Sometimes I like to make 2 cards at a time that are similar. So these are the exact same papers, but the cards will look very different. The background layer is different, and then my card base. So for this one, I was kind of going with more greens and blues. So I came up with a, I decided to choose this green background layer for the card on the left. So it has a different look to it. And then on the right, I went with a bold yellow, which there is some yellow in like the ribbons. There's a little bit of yellow that I think the background might kind of pull out. So there we go. There is mostly done. So what I have next is I cut these 2 shapes. Now when I was planning this card, I was thinking of all sorts of things. I cut out a bunch of circles. I went with some vellum. I couldn't decide on a background. Let me just get my stamp in here. And so I I went with, what are these? These are Sweet Words and Labels dies, and they're really nice. There's a lot of different nesting dies. I went with the smallest two for my sentiment shape, and I decided to go with the same one. I do like how in this one, the more vertical, but you need a little bit longer, and I was trying to make a thank you card. Sorry, my dog was barking. But I like how that kind of fit there in the middle. So I was thinking of different things here. Okay, so but I wanted to use this Lily of the Valley stamp, this So Grateful for You. Okay, so let me just put my stamp on, and I'm going to use the same sentiment for both, and I'm going to use green, garden green ink. So that part. So a lot of these are the same. Keely, it's okay. My dog is barking. The mail person just dropped off mail, so they heard it. They heard him. Okay, so this says So Grateful for You. And I like how it fit on here, so that's why I was going with that. Okay, and when I do the sentiments, I love to layer it. Actually, this one you can see kind of looks different. This one I just used cardstock, and this one I used another piece of pattern paper from the set, just to have a little bit different shading there. So for this one, I'm just gonna put my two together. Here we go. Okay, so, but this one has a lot of green, which is really pretty with the leaves, but I thought it needed some ribbon or something, even though it's green ribbon. Maybe white ribbon would have been pretty too, to soften that up. Maybe I'll go grab white ribbon, actually. I have some pretty white ribbon. Be right back. So I thought I was gonna go with the green, but the white might kind of pop a little bit. I don't have any thicker yellow ribbon, but I was gonna place it here, and I think the white would be nice. Okay, so I brought in some tearing tape to put, let me just cut this ribbon first. Oh, I didn't get it all. There we go. Okay. So this is kind of sheer white ribbon, and I might put it down here, and I was going to put this on top of it, and then I'll trim some down. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to go with. Sometimes you have a thought and then it changes as you kind of put it together, which is good. All right, I'm just going to, this tearing tape is great. It's going to be all hidden by the sentiment, so it'll be okay. So I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'll trim it in a minute and kind of line this up, sort of like over here. And the tearing tape will hold it down, and then this is going to be on top of it. Oh, I like that. I'm actually going to get my ribbon. I'll wait till the end. Okay, then I'm going to put my sentiment on dimensionals. Oops. Whoops. Okay, here we go. So these are actually my ribbon scissors. I have a little charm on them so I know which ones. All right, and there's that one. I did bring over some gems. I did, right? Yes, I did. And I was not sure which ones. I kind of want to go with some sparkle, even though these are a darker green. These have a little bit of sparkle. Get you to take your pick tool. So it's more the darker, but that's okay. I was looking for a lighter green, but I like the sparkle in them. And really, you could go with any green because there's all these different greens here. There we go. Okay, that one is finished. Stuff all over. Okay, now I will work on this one. And for this one, I was gonna do, what was I gonna do? I have this twine that I was gonna use, which I might make a big loopy bow. Put that in the background, kind of like I did with the ribbon. I might put it the same way. But for this one, just a little bit of glue will be fine. I'm just going to put a dab of glue, put it on the knot of my bow here. And then this is going to go on top of that. I'm just going to hold this down for a minute while it catches. And then same thing. I'm going to pop up my sentiment on dimensionals. And then this one I wanted to go with more of the blue. So here it is. I have these dots here with the same pool party blue. So I really like how this green and the blue go together. They really look good together, I think. They're kind of fun and springy and all right. So, oops, this one got a little bit, that's okay. Same paper, but they look like very different cards by pairing it with different accent color cardstock. So pretty easy layout with the layout has a matte layer, 2 squares, 2 rectangles, and you can mix and match, and they look really fun. So I hope you enjoyed this layout and these cards. Thank you for watching.